You're a slave. Not to a boss, not to money, but to the look in other people's eyes. You think you're nice and social? No. You're terrified of being disliked. Alfred Adler knew that the ultimate freedom isn't wealth, it's the courage to be hated. If nobody hates you, it's because you're invisible. And invisible people stay poor. Hey, you there, sitting there, pretending you're a good person because everyone likes you. But the truth? You're a slave to approval. Every decision, every step, what will they think? Adler, that Austrian psychologist who broke from Freud's shadow, saw it clearly. People like you lose their lives in inferiority complexes, seeking applause instead of power. In this series, we're moving from Jung to Adler, from shadow to complexes. Today, I'm breaking your chains. Either you give yourself a kick, or you'll keep being a pawn. Let's start, no mercy. Alright, let's get to the core. Adler taught about task separation, simple but brutal. Every life consists of tasks. Your task: go after what's yours, build a career, acquire wealth, achieve goals. Their task: like you or not. If you care about their opinion, what will they say if I make millions? What if they hate me for success? You're taking on their duties. You become their servant. Think about it. You're at work, you deserve a raise, but you don't ask because the boss might get offended. That's not your problem, his task is to evaluate your value. Yours? Demand what's due. Adler saw this in inferiority complexes. People who feel less compensate with people-pleasing. They seek approval to feel enough. But it's a trap. The more you try, the more invisible you become. No one respects a bootlicker. Real-life example. That friend who always says yes, avoids conflicts, then complains no one promotes him. Or you, waiting for the perfect moment because you fear rejection. Adler said, inferiority complex isn't a flaw, it's a motivator. But if you don't separate tasks, it becomes shackles. Exercise right now. Write down one decision you're postponing because of what will they think. Then draw a line, left your task, right theirs. Burn what's on the right. That's the start of freedom. Adler knew. True strength isn't avoiding hate, it's not caring about it. And now the brutal truth that will hurt you. Adler spoke about social interest, interest in the community, a sense of belonging. But don't confuse it with people-pleasing. MindLens explains it this way. You can't help the community if you're a weak pawn seeking applause. Only the person who is not afraid of rejection has the strength to lead and truly change the world. If no one hates you, it's because you're bland. Invisible. Adler saw it in his patients. People with inferiority complexes avoid conflicts to feel part of the group. But the group doesn't respect the weak. It respects those who have the courage to be hated, because they push the world forward. Think of the greats. Steve Jobs, hated by many, but changed technology. Or you, if everyone likes you, it's because you don't make waves. You don't risk. You don't demand. Brutally. You're poor because you're nice. Nice people don't negotiate hard. They don't say no. They don't build empires. Adler warned. Social interest isn't being for everyone, it's contributing to society through your strength. If you're weak, your contribution is zero. So stop seeking approval. Allow yourself to be hated. That's the price of freedom. Example. A politician who says what he thinks, hated, but respected. Versus you, hiding opinions to not offend. Adler said, overcome inferiority complex through action. But action requires separation, their hate is their problem. Yours? Be great. Adler gave you tools to get out of complexes. I gave you the courage to become hated. Now you're ready for the next level. The level where there's no longer just psychology, there's only will to power. In summary, separate tasks, build social interest through strength, not weakness. Have the courage to be hated, that's the key to freedom, wealth, power. No one likes the truth, but you have it. Act today, do one thing that exposes you to rejection, ask for a raise, express an opinion, take what's yours. Comment, what will I do today, despite the fear of hate? Subscribe if you have the balls for change. In the next series, we're diving into Nietzsche, the will to power that will crush your limitations. Stop being a slave to gazes. Become free, even if they hate you. See you in the hell of will.